What's up, babes? It's girl Lisa Victoria back with yet another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So y'all, in this video I'm gonna be talking about how I stopped questioning my purpose and I created a plan. Okay, so listen, if you guys know, I've had my YouTube channel now since I want to say 2014, so I've had it for about 8 years. When I first started the channel, I literally was doing a casting call for audition for a local movie where I was living. And the guys were so tech savvy, they knew about YouTube. They were already hip to the monetization type of stuff that was happening on YouTube. And they're like, look, one of the ways in which we will repay you for doing your role is we will help you set up your YouTube channel. Right? So back then I set up the channel. I did a few, we started out doing like pranks and stuff, and I would be on their channels. I did not upkeep my channel, so I didn't take it as seriously then, even though the channel was created. Years later, that's when I got more consistent on my channel, just because I had been praying and asking God for a long time, what are the ways in which I could literally activate my purpose, just having that type of spirit that be able to relate with people and be able to reach a multitude of people in a positive way. And as I started questioning that and trying to figure out what tactics could I use to reach more souls in a positive way in this life, I was like, girl, the answer is right there on the channel. So I remember just getting to a place where I was like, okay, I'm gonna be more serious. I'm gonna be on the channel. I deleted a lot of videos in the past, and I'm still gonna do that very soon. But then I got to a place where I was more consistent, and I'm making videos here and there. Some I like, some I don't, but I got consistent. And I'm just like, because one of the answers to how to do that is to utilize the platforms that I already have that exist. So stop questioning the purpose and start putting together a plan. So if you guys know, I literally have multiple Instagrams, my main page, my business pages, all of that. So for me, I wanted to make this video for my multifaceted people. If you're not multifaceted, you can enjoy this video, but if you are multifaceted, I wanted to come on here as a multifaceted person and say, listen, the people who tell you you only need to focus on one thing or you can only do one thing, baby, that's their opinion. If you like doing multiple things, you're good at multiple things, you can handle the volume of doing multiple things, then entertain multiple things. Just figure out, okay, am I within my purpose, or am I just doing this because everybody's doing it? If you're within your purpose, honey, because you can have multiple things be within your purpose with different scopes of how they operate. So for me, it's like the brand that I literally the establishment of my brand surrounds itself from beauty, business, fashion, lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything that I'm interested in, everything that I'm tied to, literally encompasses all of these categories. So for me, what I like and what I have going on could look like, oh, that's too much. You need to find one thing that you're interested in to other people. But to me, baby, it all literally goes hand in hand. So I'm here to basically just say, if you have multiple passions, multiple things that you want to fulfill them. Once you know that they're within your purpose, find the ways to monetize it. But I need something to drink. But you just have to realize that, yeah, monetize them, but you have to say, okay, if I didn't get paid to do X, Y, and Z, would I still do it? If the answer is yes, you are within your purpose. If the answer is no, then you have to ask yourself, okay, so why are you doing this? You don't want to be dedicating time and energy to areas of your life in which you're not even interested. So if you can have that type of mindset, like, oh, I'm going to invest in myself and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z because it suits what it is I'm looking to do or what it is that I need, that's going to make a whole lot more sense than you sitting here just like, I might do this, I might do that, I might not do this, I might not do that. Make it make sense. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would say as it pertains to that. But yeah, that's how I literally got to a place where I took my purpose and turned it into a plan. So take your purpose and put it into a plan. If you know you love music, you want to write music, then turn into your plan of a year, 3 years, 5 years. Where do you want to be with that music career? if you know that you're the girl at Starbucks, her goal is to do like Disney animations. I asked her the other day about it and she's like, yeah, I'm still interested. And she was talking about looking into certain schools, and I'm like, keep up with that, you know what I mean? So wherever your purpose is, wherever your passion is, I got these little lamp balls on my shirt and they're bothering me. But turn your purpose into your passion, turn your purpose into what it is that you're doing, and turn your purpose into a plan. As I state in most of my videos, when you know what you want to do, that's one of the best things that you can, one of the best places you can be in your life. When you don't know what you want to do, that's one of the worst, because you're like constantly thinking, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? So it's almost like if you know exactly what you're planning to do and what you want to do, then it will make more sense as far as what you are investing your time and your energy into. So it's like a lot of times people find themselves wanting to do stuff simply because everybody else is doing it, but you have to determine like, okay, am I a follower or am I a leader? Because leaders lead, and leaders are born, they're not made. So if you're going to be somebody who's like going to lead, then you're gonna have to be somebody who like has your own backbone. I've never been like, even I was talking about this the other week, like when you would be growing up and you'd be going to school and they're like, who do you want to be when you grow up? I don't want to be anybody. I want to be me, because I already see my potential. I already know my purpose. Like, I already know I'm going to be that girl. So why would I want to be someone else when I already know what I possess? Like, it doesn't make sense. So it almost seems like a lot of people need to come to grips with who they are. And then once you know who you are, you'll be able to literally execute everything that you are trying to do. But when you're confused as to who you are, and you're also confused as to what you want to do, then you'll just find yourself in circles. You will find yourself like in your life in circles for no reason. If you hanging with people who literally aspire to do nothing other than be basic, newsflash, you're going to be basic. It's simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. If I'm hanging with people who don't aspire to be better, I'm not going to be better. So if you're sitting at a table where you're the smartest one in the room, or you're sitting at a table where everyone is learning something from you and no one is pouring into your cup, then you're sitting at the wrong table. So it's the simple thing of like, to be an underdog in an industry, or to be an underdog in a realm with a realm of people who are better than you, who are more successful than you. Someone who doesn't aspire to be great is going to find that as like oh, I feel embarrassed, I feel like an underdog. But to people who want to grow and who want to be successful, that's the best seat at the table, when everybody above you are sharks and they are successful. Some people, you know, like for the ego, want to stay in familiar situations or in familiar settings with people who they know they are better than. And when I say better than, I'm not speaking from a place of like attitude, like I'm better than you, you can never be better than me. I'm not speaking from that perspective. I'm speaking from the perspective of better than you in the sense of like, okay, you have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm striving to do. So I'm honored to be the underdog at this table, because I know that I'm growing. The worst place that you can be in your life is stagnant. The worst place that you can be is complacent. Those are the worst places to be. And oftentimes you have to separate in order to elevate in your life. So if that means that you take a moment to yourself and you're not hanging around people, you're taking your time and your energy and your space for yourself, that is not a negative thing. I think we live in such a world where everybody feels like, oh, I have to have a million people around me to be satisfied with who I am, or I have to have a million people around me so that I can feel validated. And it's just like, that's just such a warped way of thinking, because it's like, you can have a million people around you and you can still be basic. So if you don't take the time to like invest in yourself, you don't take the time to put the work into what it is that you say you want to do, that you aspire to do, or you know, then you're going to just basically be sitting there with this same little bum excuse 10 years from now, like, oh, I wasn't my most successful self because of someone else. And it's like, no, you weren't your most successful self because you decided to sleep on yourself. So it's like, if you want to sleep on yourself, go ahead. But If you literally want to see yourself be the better version of yourself, then you have to hold yourself accountable. So there's like times where some of my friends will go out of the state, go out the country, and ask me if I'm coming, and I'm like, I'm not coming because I haven't executed X, Y, and Z goals. No one should tell you like, hey, if you want to be successful, you should read books. If you want to be successful, you should go and listen to audios. You should go to seminars. You should, you know what I mean? No one should have to tell you the things that you should be doing to be successful. If you're within an industry, whatever your career is, no one should tell you to keep up with the statistics of what's going on in society when it comes down to your career. If you're passionate about something, no one has to push you but you. So it's almost like it boils down to like, how bad do you want something? There might be a million people in the world doing the same thing that you're interested in, but there's not a million yous. So it's like, the market might be oversaturated, but if the market don't have you, it doesn't matter how oversaturated the market is because it's not you. So it's almost like, be original. Bring your little, razzle dazzle to your industry. Stop focusing on what other people have and stop focusing on what other people do. Focus on yourself and you will start to see the results. But if you be so caught up on this person versus that person, it's like you're never really going to accomplish your goals because your focus isn't even on you. Your focus is somewhere that has nothing to do with you. So a lot of times, like, I stay in my lane, I mind my business. I'm not the type of person who try to make 1,000 friends. Do I have a lot of friends? I do. But a lot of my friends have been established over years. I'm just not that type of person who feel like I can meet you today and I have to be your friend tomorrow. Just not that type of person. Some people take offense to that, but it is what it is. It's like, I mean, whatever's meant to be in your life will be. That's anything. Friendships, relationships, careers, opportunities, whatever's meant to be, it'll be. So you can't force what's meant to be, nor can you can't speed up the process, you can't slow it down, you can't do anything, because whatever it's meant to be is going to be right there when you need it. So I mean, the best thing you can do, some people are going to go into the new year with this warped mindset of like, oh, I'm going to start adopting real good habits on January 1st. I'm going to have my New Year's resolution, revelation, whatever. But it's like, you don't have to wait till Monday to decide to make a change. You don't have to wait until the first of the month to make a change. You don't have to wait until the first of the year to make a change. You literally can make a change at the moment in which you decide, hey, look, I haven't been being my best self, but maybe today, let me start. And that doesn't mean that every day is going to be perfect. Every day won't be roses, but every day will be worth it. There's going to be days where you are not motivated, but you are disciplined and you're consistent. If you're trying to, for example, fitness, like if I'm trying to get back to my best fit self, I might not want to work out every day. I might not want to eat this when I don't, I might not want to eat a certain thing when I'm not feeling it. But if I focus on the main goal and I focus on the end goal and I understand that every single day is a little bit of progression toward that major goal, then I'm going to start doing those things because I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm not focused on that one little component that does not have the ability to affect the entire picture. So it's like you have to just get to the point where if anybody ever tells you that you're going to be motivated every day, that's a lie. You will not be motivated every day. But if you're disciplined and you're consistent, or if you possess discipline and consistency, you're going to see results. It's like inevitable. If you're doing something or you're making positive strides towards something, it's impossible for you not to get results. So the results might not be at the speed in which you are wanting the results to be, but it doesn't mean that the results won't come. And it's like results are going to come if you're exerting effort, whether the results are positive or negative. It's like, where are you investing your time? Where are you investing your energy? If you're investing it into negative things, negative energy, negative people, that is going to be what you're going to reap. But if you are investing it into positive attributes and things like that that can grow you as a person and that could just, move you to another level, then of course that's the type of reciprocity that you will get from what it is that you're investing in. So I don't know, my encouragement to most people these days is just be the original you and focus on you. Like, there's some people who, like, a lot of people may want your time now. It's like, I have so many phone calls and text messages come through. What you doing? Can you meet me here? Where are you going? But it's like, you have to literally figure out, okay, who's worth my time and who's not. Because the people who are going to be in the same spot that they're in today, 5 years from now, are not the people who you need to be investing your time with. But the people who are steadily, you know, have a regimen, a routine of becoming better and, you know, just evolving, those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Like, you don't want to be surrounding yourself with people who don't aspire to be better. You guys have heard me say it before, like Denzel Washington, Les Brown, the original quoter, said, just because you're doing a lot more does not mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. There's a lot of people who are going to be moving, but they're not progressing. There's a lot of people who are just in motion for nothing. So you want to make sure anything that you do, it has purpose. It's with substance. If it doesn't have substance, it doesn't have purpose, then it shouldn't include you. If you are looking to evolve and just become the greater version of yourself. So like I said, there's storage filled up. But like I said, there's been so many things I've had to say no to in the past weeks, months, whatever. And granted, I've got some friends who's probably upset with me because I said no to certain like plans. I'm not saying no to be mean. I'm saying no because I have priorities. I have, you know, like literally, I cannot argue with you if you are a person who don't have a routine, or you are a person who don't have a business plan, or you are a person who is not striving to be successful. I am not trying to argue with you, and I am not trying to surround myself with you. So there's been a lot of people who, oh, I think you're cool, I want to hang out with you, but I'm just like, immediately no. We're not even in the same mind space, like head space. I'm not hanging out with somebody who literally doesn't, you know, see the value in becoming a better version of themselves. I can't. I'm not attracted to it. I don't want to hang out with you. I'm just not with it. Now, granted, I have a lot of friends who are super successful or who are just, you know, going after their goals. Every time we hang out, we don't have to talk about business endeavors, but I know that you're on the same thing that I'm on when it comes down to like the evolution of us. Those are the type of friends I want to hang out with. Friends who understand I might not talk to you in a month because I've been busy. We might not hang out, but there's no, you know, animosity or anything like that because we're genuinely busy. People who don't have anything going on for themselves are going to feel like, oh, you didn't hang out with me in a month or two, so you must not like me anymore. That's little girl behavior. That's girls who don't have things going on for themselves think like that. But women, successful people, successful women, successful men who actually have something going on for themselves, they don't think like that. They don't think like that. In fact, it's almost like, oh, I haven't heard from you in a month. Girl, I know you must have been busy. Or I know, you know what I mean? There's no... So you really do have to decide, like, where are you going to be mixing your energy at? Where? Because like I said, 5 years from now, you can literally be in a completely different place. You could be in a different place 30 days from now, a year from now. But within 5 years with a good business plan and like good decisions and things like that, you really, really, really could expedite your success growth. So it got to make sense. If it don't make sense, sis, don't do it. But if it makes sense, do it. And yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So if you are new here, hi, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at @CurlyWithVictoria, spelled the exact same way as my YouTube name. And I'll see you beautiful babes in the next video. Make sure y'all tap into the next one. Later.